Hey everyone, TJ Hernandez here, and I'm the founder of RosterCoach.com, a classroom-style video-based website that's designed to help you improve your daily fantasy sports game. Today's preview is from a lesson explaining how to use Vegas lines to select your DFS running backs. If you like this video, please like and share it, and don't forget to leave a comment below.
This is especially crucial at the running back position because game script directly affects the most important thing, volume. This is just to give you a base group of players that should be strong considerations for your lineups going forward. It shouldn't be a surprise that volume and touchdown potential are both at their peak when a team is enjoying positive game script. When a team is ahead, they have a luxury of increasing volume because even though running is less efficient than passing overall, controlling the ball and clock becomes the priority. Positive game script maximizes carries, but it also increases their potential for touchdowns dramatically. Only 36% of all rushing touchdowns in 2015 occurred when an offense was playing from behind. That's a huge difference. On the other side, negative game script results in a reduction in this volume by opportunity, and it can totally kill running backs' value in DFS. This is especially true when running backs are not active in the passing game, kind of like how we touched on in Lesson 1. Vegas lines do a great job in helping us decipher what running backs will be on teams that will be leading. Vegas has a ton of invested interest in being accurate with these lines because they're going to lose a ton of money with sharp people attacking a bad line. So for the most part, they're sufficiently accurate, which allows us to be able to project the difference in rushing stats for favorites versus underdogs, as well as home teams versus away teams. This is a spreadsheet that I used in week 13 last season, and just wanted to kind of walk you through my process. The first thing you want to do is put all the Vegas lines into a spreadsheet. The next thing you want to do is put all relevant players and their salaries into your spreadsheet. After that, you want to go in and add lines for each player. Then, just to make things easier to sort, I like to make separate columns for home, away, favorite, and dog. If the player qualifies for one of these categories when you go through, they get a 1. If not, they get a 0. What I can do now is sort by basically anything I want. Running backs playing at home, running backs who are the favorite, or even just the top totals of the week. Let's go back quickly to running backs who are the home favorites, as this is the ideal situation when picking a running back. Then you can also sort by salary from lowest to highest to make things a little bit easier to look at. Our list now of potential running backs has gone from 50 to just 8. We're left with James White, Antonio Andrews, Jeremy Langford, Lamar Miller, LeGarrette Blount, D'Angelo Williams, Matt Forte, and LaShawn McCoy. The next stage of your process will be to evaluate the predicted game script and matchup for the players on your list. Obviously, committee situations are not uncommon in the NFL, but it doesn't mean players and committees can't be useful in DFS. The most optimal selection is a game where the point total is high and the point differential is low. So, in other words, both teams are projected to score a lot of points, but neither is expected to win by a large margin. These types of games are often where both teams have a strong passing games and relatively poor secondaries. This can lead to game scripts where both passing offenses remain on the field for the vast majority of the game, which can help the running game as well, actually. So the games we have here are Indianapolis at Pittsburgh, Philadelphia at New England, Jacksonville at Tennessee, Baltimore at Miami, San Francisco at Chicago, and Houston at Buffalo. From there, I like to just kind of jot down a few sentences for each team that I can refer back to later. So in week 13, these are my notes. For Indianapolis versus Pittsburgh, this is the largest point total of the week, and Pitt was heavily favored. So Pitt's been lights out at home so far this season, and Indianapolis is in a complete free fall. D'Angelo, Brown, Bryant, they were all great plays. So you want to highlight things like this in your notes. Philadelphia at New England, and this game has the second most point total of the week, and the Patriots are heavily favored. Philadelphia has one of the worst defenses in the league, and New England one of the best offenses. The thing that we should be considering here is that the pace is going to be extremely high under a guy like Chip Kelly, and Philadelphia has still been putting up some points even though they haven't been winning games. They should be at least in this game long enough for the passing options to remain viable in New England, and by that time, like when it kind of gets out of hand, the damage should already be done.